Hello and welcome to Superpower Review, the show that brings you news and reviews on comic book things. I'm your host, Kevin Videnia, and today we are going to be talking about issues 4 and 5 of Venomverse. We're finally going to be finishing it up here, wrapping it up. Don't want to spend too much time on story, just give you a brief hint on what was the most important things about the story, and then just move on and give it a review. So let's start off with issue number 4. Not much to say about issue number 4, really. Pretty much the only thing that happens is Deadpool. We know that he is a poison now. He's got a plan. He's going to use Carnage to ambush the poison so the Venoms can stay victorious. That's pretty much it. The last page of the comic is the best. They're going back to the hive. He's got Carnage all wrapped up there because they have a plan. They're going to ambush the poisons. So that was pretty much the biggest part of this issue. And then also Deadpool describes on what the poisons want to do with the Venom symbiotes, what their plan is. But this was probably one of the better issues and one of my favorite covers. So pretty much out of 4, okay, the best thing, my review about number 4 is that Carnage right here is the wild card of the whole story. Throwing Carnage in this Venomverse story was probably one of the best ideas in the whole series, and he's actually kind of the star in the whole comic book. You would think because it says Venomverse, Venom would be the star, but he's really not. It's really your boy Carnage. He's that wild card. He's not on anybody's side. He's just there to kill, which is what Carnage loves to do. He's such a wild card and so dangerous that you don't know when he's going to even attack the symbiote's Venom. But written very well. The artwork, yet again, I have no complaints here. Iban Coelho does a fantastic job with the artwork. I really like how we portray Carnage in this comic. Again, like I said before, same kind of design as we would see in the 90s, but just a little updated a little bit more. Venomverse does bring a very good creative feel to it. I do like the Poison's costumes in here. It is quite different. But again, bringing Carnage into the mix has been the best part of the whole story. So number 4 was one of my favorites. A good comic. It was pretty good. Now, when it gets to issue number 5, it's pretty much how it all breaks down to these Marvel multi-universe stories. It's pretty much the same thing here. Pretty much symbiotes, the ambush plan that they came up with works. They defeat the poisons. You know, not really. Let me get a full page here. Not you know, there's a battle, which the battle wasn't really that great, to be quite honest. When you're wrapping up a comic book series, the last series should be the best one, right? Well, in this case, I really thought this was the weakest out of the whole 5. Too much dialogue, in my opinion. And like I said, it's the same blueprint series, same blueprint story that they would use for any Marvel story. Pretty much, they defeat their enemies. The Venoms defeat the poisons. Doctor Strange makes a portal for everyone all the Venoms to make it home back safe, and then like nothing ever happens. So it's, you know, you've read it before, you've seen it before, it's the same thing. This comic book, number 5, was absolutely mediocre in my opinion. I didn't really like it at all. Again, like I said, if you're finishing off the story, the last one should be the best one. It should wrap it up nicely. You know, it should be the wrapping paper around the present. It's that finishing touch. And I read this not satisfied. I was just like, that's how they ended it? Okay, whatever, who cares? So when it comes to Venomverse, Venomverse was a decent read. It kept me entertained, but I really feel like that when Marvel brought out that Venomverse was happening, it was so overhyped, and then I read it and I just go, it was entertaining, it was okay. It didn't blow my socks off, that's for sure. And when it comes to maybe 2 weeks from now, month, maybe a year, someone's going to mention, remember Venomverse? And I'll be like, no, I don't. Oh, yeah, that story. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I just really feel like Marvel's using Venom right now as a cash grab. As we've said before, Venom is probably one of the biggest comic book stories that Marvel has right now. It's it's one of their #1 selling books. A lot of the comic book collectors are collecting Venom right now. And so it was really a cash grab. They got my money, that's for sure. Another thing about #5 that happens is that they kind of set up for a possible Venomverse 2. We find out that Dr. Doom wasn't really behind it at all. He was kind of the vice president of the poisons, where the big honcho was Thanos. So they kind of set it up for maybe a Venomverse #2. Marvel, just so you know, I'm all set with Venomverse #2. I don't want it. Venomverse 1 was enough, okay? So if you come out with Venomverse #2, I'm not buying it, and I don't think a lot of other people are gonna buy it at all. So when it comes to breaking down the whole story, if I were to give this a rating, I'm going to have to keep it at an 8.5. I think that's fair. Why not a 9.0? Because, again, it's the same thing over and over with these multi-universe stories. Artwork was really good. That was one of the best and my favorite things was the artwork. Ivan Coelho did a great job. And then, again, Cullen Bunn, when it comes to writing, the best part of this whole story was putting Carnage in it. So 1 was pretty good. It was that, that hook in the mouth. It got you going. It made you want to go back for more. And then it just escalated. 2 was pretty good. 3 was awesome. 4 was really awesome. And then 5 was just fartsville. It was really crappy. So that's going to be my review about Venomverse. Again, don't want to see Venomverse 2. I don't want it. And then I'm going to probably be continuing reading the Venom title for a little bit until I get bored with it. Because as we all know, Legacy has come out, Marvel's Legacy. I will be doing a review about Venom's Lethal Protector soon. But if you guys like this review, or if you agreed with anything I had to say about Venomverse, then make sure you give this video a like. And if you want to see more from this channel, make sure you subscribe so you can get notifications when a new video comes up on YouTube. That's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you really soon.